just like that. The sun is gone. I don't even know why I'm surprised any longer. I'm so tired. Babies, I love you. Morning, Bear. What happened to your ear? Where did your ear go? Did you lose it? Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my car, which is hotter than the surface of the sun today for some reason. I need to get my dad to look at the AC because it is not ACing. But today is Saturday, it's bank holiday weekend in the UK, it's Memorial Day weekend in the States, so I have no work for 3 days, which is beautiful. And so I'm planning on spending all 3 days reading really, because I want to get through more of my TBR pile. I had originally intended to spend this weekend reading or rereading Magnolia Parks, but I figured I should be prioritising getting through my existing TBR first. So that is what we're doing. Starting with Yellowface, I started it this morning. Oh, you guys, it's my most anticipated read of the year for a reason. I am so excited. I'm on like chapter 4 and I'm already loving it. It's giving 5 stars. So that's my priority for today. And then this weekend I also need to sort through a load of old books that I have at my parents' house as well. So whether I do that today or tomorrow, I don't know, but I will film that for you guys too. And we're basically just gonna make our way through my TBR and see how much I can read in a weekend without it being like a formal 48-hour, 24-hour reading challenge, because I don't get on well with them at the moment. But that is the plan, and I want to get some writing done as well because I've officially finished uni for the year, well, until October, so I can actually write my stuff again, which is exciting. But anyway, I'm gonna go inside because I'm dying. I have my coffee. That's what I went out to do. I went out and got coffee, and now I'm gonna go inside and open some windows and try and like cool down because I'm literally sweating. I can feel it running down my back right now. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is hot out there. Wow, it's like 20 degrees Celsius, which I realize to my American friends probably doesn't sound like very much, but our humidity here is like in the 80s or 90s usually, so it's like Florida levels of humidity and no AC anywhere. So that should give you guys a bit of an indication as to how hot it can feel here. But anyway, I am coming up on like 25% of the way through Yellowface. You guys, this is fantastic. It's like uncomfortable reading, and I know it's supposed to be, but it's done in such like a satirical, light-hearted way. I don't know, I feel like R.F Kuang is literally like the author of our generation, and maybe that makes me sound really pretentious and like snobby trying to say something like that. I don't know, but I think she is, like, truly every single book she's written is an absolute masterpiece. She confronts so many like hard-hitting topics with such like eloquency, and I'm captivated genuinely by every single word she writes. She is a phenomenal author, and I love the fact that she's had so much success at such a young age. I feel like the main character in this book is like loosely based upon her and maybe draws upon some of her experiences as well, being such a successful author straight out of college. And yeah, I don't know, I'm loving it so much. I'm loving that it confronts such like uncomfortable topics as well, like racial prejudice in the publishing industry, and yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I fully recommend picking it up if you haven't done already. I feel like this is just going to be one of those like one sitting kind of reads. Not that I am reading it in one sitting, so I'm having breaks, but I feel like it's, yeah, one of those that you're just gonna whiz through in 24 hours because it's phenomenal. It's like chef's kiss, so good. Also, my freckles are out of control. That is one morning in the sun and my face has just gone like, this is it now for me for the summer. Just like a freckled queen. Guys, I'm trying to vlog with my camcorder and honestly it's taking a minute to get used to, so if this clip is like a bit shaky or whatever, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out like how to hold this. Anyway, I just finished reading Yellowface. I absolutely loved it. I gave it 5 stars. I know it's had, you know, a bit of a mixed reception online, and I do think that is in part to the fact that it's so different from anything R.F Kuang's written before, in terms of, you know, in the past she's written more kind of like fantasy and speculative fiction, whereas this is definitely more of like a contemporary, even I guess to a point like a social commentary type book. But I really loved it. It was very compelling. It was a very easy read, very quick read, very compelling, very thought-provoking, definitely, you know, sheds light on some really important topics, particularly the themes of kind of like racism and racial injustice within the publishing industry and how that is affecting authors from minority backgrounds. And yeah, it was a hard read in places because it really does like make you think about what's going on and how, you know, authors of colour are still so underrepresented in such a huge industry. There is no reason for them to be. There is space for everybody, so why are they so underrepresented? Why is there this racial bias still towards white authors? And it just, honestly, it was so good. It was so good. And she's such a clever writer as well. Like, there's times in the book where you start to almost feel sorry for the main character and you start to kind of root for her a little bit, and then you kind of reminding yourself that no, like, she is the bad guy. But R.F Kuang is so good at kind of writing these characters and getting you like in their mindset that you start to believe the lies this character is telling herself. It was brilliant. I really loved it. And yeah, I know it's getting some mixed reviews online, but I'm firmly in team Yellowface, team R.F Kuang. So that is my reading so far. It's like halfway through Sunday, so I still have all of Monday luckily to go before my little weekend reading stint is over. And I think I'm going to pick up Night Crawling next because it's not too long, and I think I will probably sail through it because it sounds really, really interesting. It's been on my TBR for a long time. So yeah, I'm excited to read that. I think it deals with like a woman who is, or like a young girl, like 17, who's forced to start like walking the streets to be able to pay for her and her younger brother, and the police pick her up. And from what I've heard, I guess they involve her in some kind of campaign or something, and it all goes wrong, and then she ends up in part of a huge investigation into like police mistreatment and brutality, and so I'm very intrigued. I think it's gonna be quite like a hard-hitting book, but I'm just in the mood for that kind of fiction at the moment, so that's what we're going for. So yeah, I'm gonna pick that up now, and I might go and pour myself a little white wine. Have a little white wine moment. I'm really enjoying like white wine spritzers right now because the weather is just beautiful outside, and it's just like it's the moment for a white wine spritzer, so that is my plan. But yeah, I'm really pleased that I'm getting through some books this weekend. Like, this week's been a really good reading week for me because I read 2 books in the week, and this will be my second book of the weekend. So that's really good. I'm really pleased. Besties, I am feeling so lazy today. I mean, I'm loving it, don't get me wrong, but I'm also feeling guilty. I think it's because like I've stopped uni for the year, well, until October, so I don't have to feel guilty for just like relaxing on a weekend, but then I feel guilty for relaxing on a weekend. So yeah, that's where we're at. But I've made some progress with Nightcrawling by Layla Motley. I don't know what I expected from this book. It's not what I thought it would be yet, but I am really enjoying it. I'm on like page 76. It's just under 300 pages, so I want to try and finish this today because I don't really want to drag a hardback copy down to London with me. It's good. It's just like quite slow paced basically, but the writing's beautiful. And I was looking before, and the author is the Youth Poet Laureate from Oakland, which is where this book is set and where she still lives, so that's really nice. And you can definitely tell she's got a history of like poetry in the way that she forms her sentences and the language choices she makes, which is nice to read. So yeah, I'm gonna sit and read a little bit more of this, and then I do need to pack for London, which I will do next, and I still need to edit my video for going live on Wednesday because I've been really bad at consistently uploading again recently. It's mostly just because I've got a lot going on, and it's just been mentally a very busy period of my life. But I do want to be more consistent because I annoy myself when I don't upload consistently, so yeah. Okay, I am now about halfway through Nightcrawling, and you guys, I am loving it. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit more hard-hitting than what it felt like when I was reading it earlier, and it really is. It really, really is. I am feeling so many emotions reading this book, and obviously that's the intention of the book, of the story. It's just incredibly vivid, incredibly raw, incredibly visceral, and honestly incredible. And I can now really understand why it's got so much hype as a debut. Like, if I can write a debut that's even half as good as that, I will be so happy. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's like 8:30 p.m. now. I've had a shower, I've had my dinner, washed my hair, so I need to pack for London tomorrow, which I'm going to do in a minute. And then I really need to edit because I'm so behind on my videos right now. So yeah, I'm going to do that and then probably try and finish Nightcrawling later. I was trying to decide what books to take to London with me because last time I didn't find myself reading as much as I thought I would. So I didn't know whether to take a paperback with me or what to do, but I actually think I might take my Kindle because obviously it's just so much more convenient for travelling. And also I'm going to be on my friend's sofa for the next 3 nights, and it's just nicer, I think, having a Kindle because I don't have to have like the big light on when I read. I can turn the lights off and read at night with the Kindle, and that's just a little bit more convenient. So that is my plan. So I need to find my charger and my Kindle actually and charge it. I don't even know what books I've got on there. Honestly, 90% of it's probably like Kindle Unlimited smut, but I'm not even mad at it. So yeah, that's my plan for the next couple of hours. So yeah, love that for me.